I'm not going to use the microphone, and I'm very pleased to be here tonight. Thank you. I didn't really prepare to speak. I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent. But I certainly tie very closely to the philosophy of the Republican. I'm a fiscal conservative, and that's what I tried to introduce to the school committee in East Providence, along with Steve Santos and the majority of the committee. Notice I say the majority. The school department, its primary function, obviously, is to provide an excellent education to the kids at East Providence. And we have to do that in an affordable way. That's the primary function. It's not about politicians, it's not about the unions, it's not about the teachers, it's about the kids. It sounds corny because everybody uses "it's about the kids," but there's a lot of people who use that phrase, "it's about the kids," when in fact it's about money. So, the battles get pretty ugly. There's a lot of name-calling and demonizing because people don't like what we have to say sometimes. Things have been changed around dramatically with the school department. We have an excellent superintendent. We have an excellent administration, and there's excellent teachers that we have in East Providence. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And they do a very good job. Now, you've heard me being demonized that I got a thing in for teachers, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Unfortunately, we don't get the support from our senators and reps in East Providence. And there's been things written and said about the school committee, how we're tearing the town up, breaking the townie pride down, and so on and so forth. Well, I think we're bringing, if you want to use the term, I was never a big fan of it, I think we're bringing townie pride to East Providence. What was taking place before was townie shame. It was bad. So we would like the support of our senators. We'd like the support of our representatives concerning this binding arbitration perpetual contract. If that ever gets in, I guarantee everybody here, it's a wrap. Done. The school committee runs the school department, which represents over 50% of your tax bill. Your tax bill will go through the roof. And Joe Larissa and Bob Cusack and the majority on the city council, they're fighting hard not to let that happen. But I was at the city council meeting the other night, and I watched our delegation come in, and I watched them drop bombs on our city council and indirectly to our school committee. That's not the kind of support we need. So there's been a lot of talk here tonight about state politics, national politics. That's all great. I'm just working in the JV squad right here in the city. And I think all politics should start in the cities and towns and work their way up rather from the top down. Because if we get things squared away in East Providence, we'll get some people that we could run for the Senate and the House in East Providence, or for East Providence at the State House, and maybe we can start changing the complexion of things at the State House. Because until the State House releases its grip with the unions, plural, the state of Rhode Island is going nowhere. And this is the 900-pound elephant that's in the room that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about it. They talk about tourism, they talk about this, they talk about businesses and container ports. That's all great. Distill it down to the simple stuff. The unions, the politicians up at the State House are like this. They are strangling this state. The state is going down, down. And nobody will say it's that. Talk about everything else except that. That's the big elephant in the room. So stop calling up your senators and reps, start sending them letters, and anybody who's connected with the union, vote them out. My position is, I would vote out the whole thing. Now, you might risk throwing out 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 good ones, but you know what? They'll come back. We'll get them back later. Clean the whole place up. Start from the beginning. Thank you.